Hi everyone, this is Maya, and today I'm going to talk about how you can responsibly use the internet to find health related information. With today's day and age of Google just being that fast, being able to use any social media platform to find the answers to your issues, it's very easy to be misled, fed the wrong information, and to ultimately hurt yourself even more if you are ignoring the true source for your problem. I'm going to be talking from a college student perspective, as that's something that I can relate to the best. I know college students are known to be, broke and not have their priorities set in the right place. So of course, health is usually put on the back burner during the school semester. One thing I have been guilty of is rather than hashing out whatever cash I need for the copayment to go to the doctor, I just settle for Google or even Reddit to ask, hey, I feel this symptom and this symptom, what's going on? And I go ahead and I get an answer and I go based off of that and I treat myself after that answer. And most of the time, my sickness or illness or whatever I have isn't going to be solved. Um, for example, last August, I was pretty sick to the point where I could not hear. Like my hearing was not working. And I had put it off so much because I thought it was just a common cold, like Google had told me, to the point where I had to go to the doctor. And of course, I had to be put on antibiotics. That didn't work because it had progressed so fast to the point where I had to be put on so many different types of medicine to try to make it work that I could barely eat any of my favorite foods because I couldn't digest them. And that's only one story out of many for me and many of my peers. So I just want to go ahead and tell you three big tips on what you can do to make sure you're making wise decisions. Keep on watching. The first thing that you need to do is make sure you are getting your information from a reputable source. So may it be that you are talking to a licensed physician online. Make sure that you're doing the proper research to make sure that they are licensed, where the license come from, where they went to school, just to ensure that you're getting sound professional advice. And that can be said for also internet resources. When searching up a sickness that you may have been diagnosed at the doctors and seeing what other ways you can treat it, don't just trust the first result. Make sure you're going to medicine journals, doctor approved websites, and don't go to WebMD. um, Many times we believe what the first result says, and that could just be a popular click. If it has a good enough title, many people click on that, and you will believe that you could be dying in the next 2 weeks if you don't follow these exact guidelines. So just make sure you're doing the proper research on whatever you're needing to do. If you have not been diagnosed, I always do recommend just going ahead and going to one of those websites that are, nurse approved, doctor approved. Talk to your doctor's office if you can't necessarily afford to pay for a visit and ask them, do you have any, possible websites that you recommend that I look into? Your insurance card might also have a number on the back that says it's a nurse hotline. Just go ahead and chat about your symptoms and see if they can kind of get a little bit of a grasp of what you may have and how you can treat it. The second thing I want to be talking about is the benefits of using the internet after you get diagnosed. Many people may be prescribed medication and does not react well with them. And by using the internet, they can go in and see what are the many issues that come up with that and who may be able to relate. In my case, when I had been on antibiotic, like I had mentioned before, I was not able to digest many of the foods I like to eat. And that was foods that were very high in fat. And that was like avocados, walnuts, and almonds. I could not digest those for the life of me, and I had serious stomach pain when I was eating them. And although I was taking my probiotic medicine to go ahead and balance that out, it was not working. And when I went on the internet in the middle of the night, I went and searched, how do I fix this issue? And then I went ahead and found that drinking things that have probiotics in them as well, such as kombucha, eating, yogurt and all that, those things do help balance it out a bit more, and it did help me. Using the internet for things like that just to see how it can aid whatever you're already going through is amazing. And that's why I think it's so cool, because I found about 15 different articles talking about how to fix this issue. So that's one thing that you can use the internet for. Lastly, for college students, I do believe utilizing the internet to find affordable healthcare providers that might just work out for your budget is something that's very crucial. Finding out insurance policies and etc. It's really important, and to be able to use that is it's just great. And if you still, if there's still not the option to be able to, go straight to the doctor and see what's going on, there are so many healthcare um, online like kind of platforms that you can access that would give you a low amount. There are websites like GoodRx that are giving you prescriptions for so much cheaper, and you're able to find that, and it's being advertised almost everywhere. The internet, it can be used for so much good. I think the good does overcome the bad, especially in our day and age. You just have to make sure you're doing everything smart, taking everything to mind that, okay, if something seems a bit more outlandish, it is. Don't doubt your intuition, and just go ahead and make sure you're making the smartest decisions possible. Utilize your university's care, because that is very important, and you might be able to get some good rates. And I hope that you learned something from those 3 tips I gave you. And I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye.